Now then, welcome back to another episode on the FTOG server playing some more Avant. Today is the first day back recording after having a week off holidaying. Yes, holidaying. So you saw some stuff that I'd pre-recorded for your amusement. And there's been lots of things going on while I've been away as well. We killed the dragon, which marks the next stage in the project that I've been working on over here. The next phase, as it were. And, yeah, we've killed the dragon, and here's the dragon egg and all that over here. Look, here's the dragon head. Doing something. Well, yapping. I don't know if they're meant to do that. What do they do? And the dragon egg, of course, all perched up on here inside our wonderful spawn hub, which is very, very well crafted by chisel and bits all over the place. To even have the FTOG symbol and teleports to different rooms and stuff. Like we've got Dragon's base there, and who's this here? Rose's base. On at the moment, we've got Link, Rose, Mistaken, and Brandon. And this is a pretty beautiful place. I believe Toddy built it all up and sorted it all out, even down to this sort of detail work. Look at this for chisel and bit stuff done right. Look at that. That's awesome, isn't it? A little bit of plaster fell off the wall, like that's awesome. And the curves and the bends and all that kind of stuff with the chisel and bits. It's even got FTOG in this clay tile, hardened clay tile bit. Look at it. It's cool, isn't it? It's awesome. More teleporters to more bases around here. Currently, though, I don't have an overworld base other than my warehouse. So I don't really need to put anything in here because, well, they can see my home base from here. Also, Torgal has updated the mod pack. Yeah, and Minecraft is still playing tricks on my rendering issues for rendering the world in properly. Yeah. Same old. It's flying and it's problems and it's yeah, world loading in issues. But we'll get there. We keep trying things like that. Ren's GP at level 40. Oh, this is the area where people are setting up their grid power stuff. Yeah. Torgal has released a video on this. Oh, come on, load up the chunks, would you? Yeah, look, he's now sorted out his ocean monument and he's got this shop in here. I say shop, it's not really a shop when he's giving away everything is free. So it's not a shop, but it is pretty dang awesome, and check it out. He's now got so much coming in. I watched the episode on this, so much coming in that he's got stockpiles and stockpiles of stuff. Look at it all. Prismarine shards and prismarine blocks and dark prismarine blocks and tons of sea lanterns and tons of fish. I think he cooked the fish as well, yeah. And loads of prismarine bricks. So he's feeding this place directly from his ocean monument, and it is absolutely awesome. I do like using the sea lanterns, and I think with the project I'm going to do next, sea lanterns will be a very good choice for lighting rather than glowstone or other bits and pieces. There's also leave me a present if you want to, love heart, because everything is free because he's got so much coming in. But that's awesome anyway. Check out Torgal's episode of building this. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Yeah. But while I was away, you will have also seen this over here. You can't see it now, though, because the chunks refuse to load again. I'm reloading my chunks all day today. I don't know what it is with the latest version of Minecraft and my recording software and things. I don't know why chunks don't load in fast enough. The whole thing seems to be broken. It may be that it's a forge problem. I don't know. Hang on. I don't know. I just don't know. It's when I'm recording, it takes its time to load chunks. I can't see off in the distance. My settings aren't too bad. My settings for 10 chunks with unlimited frame rate and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I should reduce them down a little bit. But yeah, you would also have seen during the week me and Mistaken having a go at Evilcraft, and I used all of this stuff to disenchant things in the blood chest in order to make a beautiful suit of armor. I only named the leggings, apparently, to get all sorts of cool enchantments on these obsidian leggings. Now, the obsidian stuff is from Mechanism, and it is pretty dang cool, man. Look at that. That's 12 armor and plus 4 armor toughness. It's just ridiculously OP, this obsidian stuff. And it didn't really take me that long to make either. I used an enrichment chamber, I used a metallurgic infuser, and an osmium compressor. And I think they were the 3 machines that I had to make before the dragon fight in order to create the obsidian armor. And the obsidian armor is crazy hard. I just don't take any damage from anything, it seems. But I hope you liked that episode that me and Mistaken did. Go and check out Mistaken if you want to see the other point of view. So anyway, what we got going on in the base right now, you'll be able to hear a bucket going. I fixed my lava thing, and I don't like the fix. The fix is okay because I've got these mechanical users picking up lava in a bucket from the lava factory, transporting lava buckets into another mechanical user to place it, emptying the bucket out, and then I've got the fluid liquidator picking up the lava from there. The problem being here, though, is that it places lava regardless of whether it's had chance to scoop up the other lava or not. So I just have to hope that this machine does not mess up and it fills up with lava as fast as it can. But I feel like this is currently not working at all. It has not enough RF at the minute to do anything. Probably because all the RF is going into there. So it's basically broken my system altogether around here, which I'm not very pleased about. Not very pleased at all. But I'm moving out. I'm moving out of this place. This place can manage itself for a little bit longer. It can cope. I've had a holiday and I did everything that I wanted to do round here before I went on holiday, and now I'm back from holiday and we've killed the dragon, which means the end dimension is now available for my future plans. And that is something that I want to work on today. I want to go and show you some ideas. I think this is more of an idea sort of situation that we're going to be having today, rather than a productive episode today. I think this is more going to be planning out and talking about things. Yeah, there we go. Look, so, okay. Now that's working, these are all slowly filling up with lava. As I drop it off, it's going to pick it up. That's the issue I'm having at the minute, though. Power is not coming fast enough. Well, actually, power is coming fast enough. Look at it. There's quite a lot of power going into the lava factory to be able to do the bucket cycling and all that. And once all these are full up again, there'll be even more. And that power should hopefully keep this going. It's actually using more power than it's gaining. Yeah, it's not gaining any power whatsoever. So I'll have to check that as well. Maybe it's just using it all up on the system here. Yeah, it's just using that. Just using hundreds. It's very bad. It's very bad. It was working perfectly fine previously, and then this one block in the storage network changed, didn't it? And that messed it all up for me, so I had to find another way around it. And the other way around it now just kind of wastes lava because, well, when the system was full of lava, it couldn't take any more lava, so therefore the lava sat there and it didn't generate some more. But now I've got the buckets system going, I can waste lava like there's no tomorrow, which means I have to produce lava like there's no tomorrow as well. Big shame, but still. I'll probably come back and mess around with it some other time. We do have a few mods added into the mod pack and a few bits and pieces here and there, but still. I got all sorts sorted while I was over here. My quarrying setup's all done over here. I've got some cool storage systems going on over here as well. where the quarry delivers into this modular storage, and then that gets fed out and into this and put away. Put some void upgrades on some of the blocks that I don't want, and filling up nicely in the other ones. I haven't used the quarry for a little while though, because I've got all that I need right now. But this base is now pretty much a warehouse, and I want to start getting through doors when I try and get through the doors. Thank you. So I now want to move on to the end, and this is where we've cleared out the dragon previously. Let's just interrupt that a second and go back to the end portal, dial it once, dial OK. Alright, let's go to the end portal. I'll just want to double check that I still got my charge porter charged up. Yep, I have. Good, good. And let's head on in, see where we end up here. So this is the portal to the end. This is where we turn up. Hi. Hi, Link. How you doing? There's Link. And I have picked one of the portals that sends you over, right? One of these portals, if it loads in for me. Oh my days, come on. Load in. Reloading all the chunks, there we go. Yeah, one of these portals, look, this one here, is claimed. I claimed it not because I don't want other people to use it, but I've claimed it because it takes me directly over there. So this portal here takes me over there, which is over 1,000 blocks away. That's how the end works now, people. This is the central island that people are used to, where they fight the dragon, and then you throw an ender pearl into there, and you end up all the way over here. So that portal is now 900 blocks away, and this portal right here, yeah, brings me out to here. So I've marked it all up, and I've got it all sorted. Very close by, if I can remember which direction, this direction, yeah. I've been exploring quite a bit, as you can see from the map. I've been exploring all over the place. But very close by over here, there is the end structures. Now, I was thinking about using the end structures because they're quite cool looking. They're quite cool looking. And there's another couple that we've picked out as well. There's another one or two over the far side over there that look very cool as well. Very intricate detail-wise. But I haven't decided to use these. I was messing around. I've been placing cobble. I've been laying it out and thinking about it and figuring out what I wanted to do. But I decided that this was not the sort of base that I wanted to make. I didn't want to try and duplicate this type of building, and I didn't want to just take over this type of building. I want to actually create a spaceship. A spaceship, yes, not a space station, a spaceship. But it would be a static spaceship. So obviously in Minecraft it doesn't move anywhere. I build it and it just stays there. One of the things I was thinking about while I was on holiday was whether or not I was going to have the ability to build it from my own mind, whether I had time to build it and construct it and do all the detail work and still be able to produce videos regularly for you. I didn't really want to do like 6 or 7 videos on building a spaceship because that's probably how long it would take me to do it. So I've installed Schematica, and in Schematica I also went and had a look at Planet Minecraft and found a couple of these spaceships that I like the look of and took the schematics of. So I will put the links in the description to go to the page that this Corvette was downloaded from, so you could potentially download it too and give credit where credit's due. I am using a schematic. I'm using the schematic because it's awesome, for one thing. Schematica the mod is very awesome for another thing. Let's just move it around a bit, rotate it twice, I think, twice, and then move to here. There we go, let's have a look at it. So this schematic of this ship, I like the look of. This is kind of the ship design that I was originally looking forward to building, but I just feel like it's just too detailed, that I would take forever to build it freehand. So I've decided to go with having a schematic in order to follow the schematic and make it all work for me. And once again, everything's not loading in properly, so it's not showing up all the things. Oh my days, this could not be any worse for you, could it? Let's hide it, show it. No, still not showing the back end here. Oh, here we go. More glitches. It looks really, really bad, doesn't it? It looks like a terrible, terrible, terrible schematic. But I promise you, it is a lot better than it's showing off right now. Let me see if I can get it all fully loaded for you. Okay, well, I've got it all loaded up properly this time. So on the front side, where I want this to be close to the front side, we've got a big rounded front nose cone area, and inside here is like the cockpit, the bridge, the command center. I don't want to use this setup though. This is a very vanilla setup designed to show people the ideal of the captain's chair and the bridge and all that kind of stuff. I can avoid using all that type of stuff. I can use a bit more techie stuff. It's a very vanilla build. You can tell that because there's cobblestone and pistons and I don't know what that is, whether it's a furnace or a dispenser or what it is. But there's hoppers and iron bars and anvils and all sorts of things in it that makes it look cool in vanilla. But I'm going to use a bit of my own initiative in most parts of it. I'm going to use a bit of my own initiative. And, oh good. Now it's all gone again. And it's back. Yeah, there's like a couple of jets there, and there's a couple of, I don't know whether they're meant to be like docking bays, or whether they're meant to be engine bays as well. But they don't really go into much. Endstone, coolly enough, it's been used. I've got some ideas for doing different bits and pieces, but the overall size and shape and scale and build structure of it, I really liked the look of it. So the overall feel of things, the overall shape and size is something that I'm going to build. So right now I'm just deciding where I want to build it. I was thinking about building it between those two towers over there, which we can't quite see now because, of course, the chunks are not loaded yet. But those two towers over there, I thought about plonking it in between and sort of having it so that it was docked with those pillars, but it didn't quite look right when I was looking at the schematic of it like this. It didn't quite look right. So then I thought, well, this is the portal people are going to be coming through to get here, if not teleporting. So why not use that as part of the ship? But that feels like it's just a bit too close to this island over here. So again, I was trying to figure out where that might go differently. I could build it into the ship, and therefore all visitors to the end through this portal would arrive in my ship automatically. I'm not sure that people want to do that, so I decided against that at the same time. But I can also remove huge parts of the end, remove tons of these islands and stuff, using my builder's block and that. So I could get rid of a very large amount of things that are in the way in order to build my spaceship exactly where I want it. And Enderman haven't been attacking me because I've got this Enderman charm, so I'm fine with just wandering down and annoying Enderman. He's a very annoyed Enderman. I don't know why he's annoyed at me, but he can't hit me. He doesn't want to do anything against me. I can just hit him all day, and he won't be bothered. They're all coming at me, but they won't hit me because I've got this charm on. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm deciding now where to put the portal within the ship, and then maybe I'll use this as my base of operations, but remove some of the islands. So I'm just generally just telling you so that I can just get on with it. I just want to do it and get it built and get at least the outside structure and all that sorted out. off camera so that you can see it all in the next episode as we start adding details and filling it in. The different bits inside, let's just have a little look, because a lot of it is wasted space that they didn't bother to fill, which is fair enough because there's a lot of stuff to do. But there's all sorts of like different deck areas, like bunk beds and stuff. I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be the head. There's corridors and things through it, but I don't want to keep any of the original like corridors. Is the area for all the crew to live. I don't want to keep all of this stuff. I'm thinking that I want to make it into my personal base, and therefore I need to change things around a lot. I'm not so sure about having the guns pointing out either. I'm not so sure I want guns pointing out. And there's a lot of blocks of things and stuff like this. It was a dispenser. Just like in places where you'll never see them or never need to see them. That's there. So there's detail and then there's detail. And I want to hollow it out. I want a hollow version of it. So all of this space that you can see in space is going to be utilized by different machine rooms and blocks and bits and pieces, and I'm going to divide it all up the way I want to divide it all up. I probably still have corridors and things going in from the bridge to different rooms, but I want to basically just use the shell of this design and get that all set up and ready for you so you can see what I'm going to do with it in the next stage. Okay, so I've repositioned the ship where I intend on building it. Now, it is over the island. I don't want the island here. I'm thinking I'm just going to literally quarry out the entire island section. Apart from maybe that little section over there, that section over there. All of this, these two lumps here, I'm going to remove. Which is going to take a little bit of work from my quarry, but not too bad. Also, I've got this little island here to remove, which I can probably just do that manually, no problem. But the reason I've moved it to here is pretty much so that this section here has the bedrock inside it. So coming down these stairs into this particular area, we can, let me just show you this bit again. Let's go back into layers. As the stairs come down from it and go into like the airlock section, that's where the door in the airlock is. We can have a throwing through there to get back over to the far side over there very quickly. That is the plan. I am going to build this layer by layer and bit by bit just to see what I need to include and what I don't. And that looks like kind of different interesting places within. I'm sure I'm going to find awesome bits and pieces as I start building this. But I've got to also think about the resources side of things. The majority of this is built out of quartz blocks. Now, for me to build it very, very rapidly, the quartz block side of things, I would need to quarry out the nether as well in order to get enough quartz to do all this. If I change that to the alabaster, which I've already got loads of, then I've got to place each block individually, which is going to take a lot of time. And as a YouTuber, I don't have lots and lots of time. I have to try and do lots of different series. So this is my shortcut method. And I think that quartz would be cool as a shortcut method, but I didn't really want to have to dig out the nether for it. I may have to, though, just to get enough quartz to do this. Or grow it, or something like that, in a brief space of time. I kind of want to place it all, though. To be honest, I didn't want to have to do it, but I want to do it at the same time. So, like, this is the first layer, and I could start placing the first layer in the alabaster. The alabaster blocks could be the first blocks I start placing. And I can place all this and get all that started layer by layer and build it up. Also doing all of the kind of stone work as well. Don't know if I want to use stone bricks, but I guess it did look okay when I was looking around it, so therefore it'll probably look okay when it's finished. and I want to have a nice little base to build before I start destroying all of the islands around it. I can use the islands to stage various bits and pieces on. But anyway, that, I'm afraid, is all I've got time for. I want to just check something while I'm here, though. Let's put it all back on there. And let's go over here. Let's see, does it work in F5, F1? Yes, it does. So it's still technically there in F1. Awesome. I didn't know that existed like that. I thought maybe there was something different about it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking with me while I've been on holiday. I hope you've missed me. I'm back now, and I've got a lot of work to do in this particular series. Next time on Avant, you shall see the finished article, I hope. That is the plan, anyway. That is the plan. Until next time then, folks, thank you very much for watching another episode of Avant 3 on the FTOG server. I'll be back very soon.